Hi there. Today I want to talk to you guys about a brand new feature that we're launching in early access program. It's all about usability testing today. So as you know, a couple of months ago we launched a feature that allowed you to actually simulate and test out the entire conversation flow within your project. The button over here used to be test and it's now called run, which allows you to actually simulate and interact with your conversation design within your team, which is a great way as a designer to constantly check and make sure that you're on the right path. But today, I want to talk to you guys about usability testing. And usability testing is a great way to get feedback from people outside of your team who are not privileged or preview to the actual conversation flow that you've designed. So it's really a blind test. You can give them a mission, you can give them time limits, you can get feedback from them, you can look at their session history. It's amazing, it's awesome. Let's talk about it. So the first thing in, you can set it up, click on the test button for your project, and you can start configuring your usability testing here. Now, there's a bunch of options here that you can do. So the first thing first, you can customize it. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload a logo. And the second thing, I'm going to go ahead and change my title for the test to say something like usability testing for the project. Next, we have the ability for you to actually give an introduction message. This is a great way to tell the users what are they supposed to do in this particular test. You know, are you looking for them to achieve a particular goal or a particular mission that you want to complete, whatever that might be. And then we also have the ability to customize the end message. The end message essentially shows up at the end of their usability test. So you can tag them, you can link them to a survey, you can do a whole lot of things here, which is all awesome. The next thing is the ability for you to password protect this test. Again, this is something that you might find it useful if you want to send out a link to multiple different people. Now for the exciting things. So when you're running the usability test in Botmock, you get to decide what type of test would it be. Is it going to be a free-form test, which basically means that they can interact with your conversation flow for as long as they want, or with how much session length you have set it up for them. Or you can have it as a goal-based. So let's see, for a goal-based, you can actually select whatever the content block you decide is the end target. So for example, in this particular usability test, I want them to be able to search for a flight number and show that the flight number is delayed. And let's see, here it is. It actually shows you the content block that is going to be the end goal for the user. So it makes it much easier for you to track that are they achieving the goal or not. Let's save these changes and let's look at how the test will go. So here we are. So we can now copy the link, and I'm just going to open a new window and paste that in. All right, so here's how the test looks like to the user. Now we have our information here, and we can now start looking at the welcome text is here, and the title for our test is there. The user can get started. The first thing we do is we ask for the user for the name. So let's say it's John Smith or John Doe doing it. Get their email address, and then from there, let's launch the test. Now the test is essentially the same view that you get in the run mode, but it's for the anonymous user in the back end. So now this particular tester is getting to test it out. So for example, I can click on flight status and it'll ask me the same information. Let's say I say it's AC1, and as soon as I reach my goal, it actually stops the test, collects all the information that it needs to about this particular session, and shows me a success message. And again, we ask them for some feedback. This is an open-ended feedback purely because we want them to be able to highlight what were the good, the bad, the confusing parts of your experience. So something like this was super easy, would work, and then they can send that feedback to you. Now that is amazing. It's in there, and we can already see that John Doe's test came in, and I can look at the details. Now I can see what the feedback John gave, and I can also see the entire session replay. So if I play that, I can actually see the text that the John entered during his chat and the path that they took So that really gives me again that insights into what were their path like, what were their journey like, did they struggle or not, did they achieve their goal in a timely fashion or not. Now that's all awesome and good, but let's talk about another feature that I'm super excited about. It's visualizing the journey. So you can actually see the path that the user takes in their test mode in your conversation. So it's like really good way to understand that what is it that's going on, and how are they interacting with it, and did they go into the error side of things and then come back and recover themselves, or did they find the happy path right away? How is your design architected? So if you want to enroll into our early access program for usability testing, simply go to botmock.com/usability testing, and you can request early access, and one of our team members will get you going as soon as possible. I'm super excited about it, and I hope you find it valuable too. Thank you.